Hey there, everybody. I'm sorry it's been a while. I realized that when I looked at my last upload date, wow, life has just been hitting me left and right, so I needed to pause on making Rose for a bit, and I realized this is crooked. I'm sorry, that's just the way this tripod is at the moment. Anyways, we're back working on Rose. Life has calmed down a little bit, and managing things better. So I'm back up here in a clean space, in a clean headspace, working on Rose. So right now at this point, which I will show you all after I intro this lovely vlog, what I've been doing. I haven't been recording a whole lot because I've just been in mock-up phase for the jacket. And I'll show you what I have right now. It's not a lot, it's the mock-up. And I do have some significant changes that I have done to the pattern itself before I made this mock-up, and I am doing more changes to the pattern after this mock-up. So I have to cut new fronts and cut new sleeves because I like to use my mock-ups as my linings to save on fabric. So here's what we got. I will just move my lady over here. It's really hard to tell because it's all white, but all right, so I've got the camera. Well, I guess I'll just sit down here, aimed back enough to where I think you can kind of tell it. The top I'll go over in a bit, but what I really wanted to talk about was here, the front bit of Rose. The pattern that I'm using had the front cut like this, and I did not want that because obviously with the one for the movie, it's cut over more. So I added, I don't know how much I added, but I added enough to where the line up here to the bottom of the center front kind of came at a right angle. Turns out after my first fitting that I still need to add like 4 more inches to it because I have hips. Nah. And my hips are making it go out much wider than it looks. So I will add another 4 inches to this and fade it up to here, which should make it be at a right angle on me, if that makes any sense. So let's go up top and I'll show you what I did with the collar. Okay, so here's the collar area, and I will like to let you all know that I love making jackets. I love making jackets, but collars are my downfall. I don't know why. My headspace is just anti-collar, but it is. I love the way collars look on jackets. I like using weird collars. But like when I drape them, it's just bleh. I don't understand. But this is what we got. This is what we have, and we're just gonna work with it, and hopefully it all works out. So she has a double collar, as you see in photographs here, if I place them in here. The upper collar is the velvet. The bottom collar is the 1 inch, maybe ½ inch. I don't know how much of this is around the inset velvet, and then there's a little bit of the fashion fabric peeking out underneath of it. We're going to just play with the collar as it comes along. I have a feeling I'll be cutting multiples of these to try to get them to fit in. But these are draped collar pieces. These are not in the pattern, the butterick that I mentioned before. And I'm hoping they're just going to work out. I know I need to add a collar band to the back collar here, or the upper collar. My head just does not want to pattern that right now. I've cut like 4 of them and I'm like, this doesn't work. But we're gonna figure it out as it goes. So I do suggest, because I want that collar to come up a little bit on the neck, on my neck. And for this is going to be multiple layers of the fashion fabric and the velvet to get it to roll out, to get it to lay nice. So I'm not too worried about the bottom collar. The upper collar I know is just going to give me fits because of the collar band and get it to stand up a little bit more. I can feel it. It's there. I can feel it. But this is going to go all the way down and it's going to fit nice because I just tried this on myself, and besides the angle at the bottom that I have to make, the top half fits great. The sleeve, however, because I have arms, larger arms than most, which the sleeve fits from the elbow down. And of course, like all cosplay moments, I will need to add a gusset in the armpit. And because I need to be able to move. This pattern only allows us to go here, and that's it. I need some full arm movement I just feel better when that's like that. So I'm going to be adding a gusset in. So the sleeve itself works just fine. It's a very basic sleeve, y'all. Push you back out a little bit. Hand me down. Yep. It's a very basic sleeve, really nothing too different about it. I don't really need to put it on. The mock-up, it looks just fine as it is. I will add probably some shoulder pads just to get that firmness up at the top, to get that angle to look right. Sleeves, really nothing fancy. No fancy cuffs, which I'm like, thank goodness, I already have enough with the collar. But yes, here she be in all of her glory. I guess I'll pin this because thumbnail. Yes, so there she is. All right, so now I'm going to cut I need to cut new fronts here with my angle adjustment down there. I need to cut new sleeves. I might just, probably don't need to cut new sleeves. I'm just gonna add more to the seam allowance up and through here, and then make sure I cut my gussets for under the arms. And yeah, we're moving on. I hope this video includes more of, like, maybe I'll finish the jacket. Why am I hunching down like this? I'm like, ugh, a little gremlin. So raise your back up here. And my better light. Just a good Sunday look of unwashed and unclean face, because I just been working all day and this is how I am. But I hope this video continues and I finish the whole jacket. We will see. This might just be a mock-up video. I don't know yet. But after me speaking here, I'll go back and show you some cutting videos and how I cut this and the alterations that I made here, and we'll move forward. So hopefully we'll get this jacket done. We'll see. Here we go. Another critical error in the journey to become Rose DeWitt Bukater. This is the wrong color of velvet. I just can't. We know that it is a dark purple. It is said in all of the notes of the costume designer and from what I can find behind the scenes, but like you can tell kind of right here that purple sheen that it is when the light hits it, but when the light hits this purple, it's just way too light purple, and that's the kind of tone I'm going for. It's not navy, because I'll show you, hold on. Okay, when I said navy, I meant royal blue. Here's royal blue velvet, and it's not the right color either. Now, if I could just get a mixture of both of these, I feel like we would have the right color. And this one, obviously, like the color that's hit this picture is this almost identical to this royal blue. But I know from the movie, it's purple, but it's like 2 shades darker than this. Like, man, that's purple. Look at the light hits right there. Purple, purple. You know, and also I'm finding out that a lot of costumes on display at various exhibitions around the world were not the real one from the movie. They're just not. There's no way. The hat's different. The costume colors are different. Either that or the person taking all of the photos is just really bad at color correcting. I don't know. But I had to come in and tell you all that because that's probably going to put another little pause until I can find the right one for this. It might be a trip to Joann's. I have to see what type of velvet they have online and if they even have it in stock. We'll see. This is from fabric.com. This is from Joann's. I do like their velvet. It's really nice. This is actually from the last Rose costume I made. Her flying dress. So, I don't know. I'm not using it. I don't like the color. It's way too light and I don't like it. It's gonna have to be darker. That's okay. The good thing is we can continue cutting out the rest of this. And the funny part is that it kind of does match the pinstripe. But it's just too light when the light hits it. I don't like it when that happens. And going to conventions, there's lights everywhere. So I need to refigure that. Anyways, we're going to continue moving forward, cutting all these pieces out, assembling what I can. I can pretty much just put the whole thing together because the collar will go on last. So, yeah, let's keep going. She may be in pins, but I had to basically put it all together tonight. Well, to a point. I'm tired. I want to go lay down. But you know, sometimes you just need to like get it to a certain point so you feel better about the build. I know all of you are feeling the same, but like finally it's starting to look like something. I'm so happy. And this is just the most basic jacket I've ever done, honestly. I mean, you've seen up until this point in the video me put it together scene wise. I mean, it's just flat lined lining, no bag lining, just simple putting it together. Very happy with it so far. Everything's lining up really well. I can't believe it's actually looking, it was this simple to put together. Holy cow. So from here, I need to go find the velvet. That's better. Put the arms on, put the gussets in the arms. And I pretty much have to wait till the velvet gets in because the velvet, I have to put the velvet on the collar before I put the collar on. And then finish everything else. Because the velvet also has, you know, around the waist as well. And I'm just going to top stitch that on. I'm going to line it up nicely and top stitch it. I'm not cutting anything out of that just in case I have to move it. But that's where we are right now. I am very happy with this. Yay. I'm going to go rest now. Hi everybody. We're back doing my favorite thing ever. Dyeing fabric. for those of you who have been at this channel for quite some time, you all know my disdain for fabric dyeing. But it turns out that I might be able to make the fabric that I purchased for Rose, the velvet, work if I just dye it deeper and darker. We're going to give that a try before I go out hunting for more fabric, because I don't want to spend more and I don't want to wait for more shipping. But it does need to be a lot deeper and darker. So, here we are. Waiting for the pot to become super hot. Well, actually, it's probably ready. This is what we're going to try first. I have lots of scraps. We'll see what we go for, but it is synthetic velvet, so we need synthetic dye, royal purple, graphite, 2 tablespoons of each in this bad boy. A whole bunch of scraps first to play with, see what we get. Oh man, didn't realize I'd be back here. Anyways, here's the waist, the belt for the waist, or the, I don't want to say belt, but like the waist area, collar, upper collar, lower collar. Okay, let's see how we go. I will check back in after the first dye sample. Okay, we have achieved something. It looks a little lighter on this, but I promise you in real life it's actually darker. This is the dyed one. This is the original. I think we're gonna go with this. I might cook it a little bit longer, and so instead of 1 minute in the pot, it gets 2 minutes just to soak in that extra bit. But I like it. I like it. It's not perfect. It's not the deep, deep, deep purple, and I'm just not out to go spend $60 on custom, on some really nice, silk velvet for this costume. I think this is gonna work just fine. I may or may not have just been recording like 10 TikToks, hence the lipstick and the cuteness, and also all of the egregious lighting up here. There's like no way I can not have a light like beaming in the background because it's just dark. Anyways, hey, the dyeing actually worked. Like, pause for applause. It worked. This never happens. You know my track record with dyeing. So I did do 2 rounds, 2 dips, 2 big dips, 2 dips of 2 minutes. I'll put the recipe below if you guys are ever on the same track as I am and you really want to know the dye ingredients or the dye recipe for this. So let's take a look. Once again, on camera, it looks a whole lot lighter than it actually is. So for reference, here is what we had before, and now this is what we have now. These pieces are all drying and should be ready for me to work with. They're still a little damp, hence why I've just been filming TikToks and anything else. But here's a scrap piece. But it's much, much darker and a deeper hue that I want versus the pinker, purpley-er one. This is much cooler tone, so it's gonna work quite nice. So let's take a look at it over here. Yeah, so that's not that's not the piece that will go there, but oh, it's so much better. It's still a little more purple than I want, but we're just gonna have to go with it. I don't really know what else to do besides buy new fabric, and I don't want to do that. So if anybody comes at me, wants to complain that it was black velvet, navy velvet, dark purple velvet, you try doing this shit, okay? It's not easy. It's not easy what we do, but we make it look easy. Anyways, I'm happy how this works out. Maybe the pieces are almost dry, so I should be able to possibly get the collars assembled and then put them on the jacket. I think right now I'm going to go ahead and attach the arms. Oh, I need to make the gussets. Attach the arms, make the gussets, work on the collar. See how much we get done tonight. let me scoot up. Please disregard my hair as normal. You all know how these vlogs go. Anyways, I just had a wonderful weekend with my bestie Rebecca, and I didn't get a chance to work on Rose because you need some friend time every once in a while. And we did some awesome shopping on a project that I want to share with you all and ask if you think you would like to see this progress. I know asking it in a deep cut Rose vlog about the jacket being done is a weird way to ask, but hey, you guys are here following me week by week, even though I don't post week by week anymore. Sorry, a lot of life is going on, but that's okay. We're moving forward. It's good. It's jam. It's the first day of spring right now, so that means it's March 20th, a Sunday. So I'm going to, today, hopefully, finish putting the jacket together, and that is basically adding in the rest of the velvet pieces and the collar. The collar is going to give me kind of some issues today. I can already feel it, and I'm just going to put the collar on. And then from that, sew up the side seams, make it tailor a little bit to fit me, and then we're going to be done for this vlog. And then the next vlog on how to make this outfit will be finishing it. So that'll be buttons, that'll be hemming, that'll be, you know, stuff like that. So today the goal is to get the collars on and pose for a nice photo, which is a good goal. And then I'm going to have to cut and post this one tonight so you guys can see it on Monday, March 21st. So yeah, okay, so before we get into it, here is this cool new project that I'm going to be doing, and it is a fashion project. It's not a cosplay project. It's something I'm trying to do between all of my cosplay projects, is to just give myself something normal. Cosplay is normal for me, it's not like it's not, but to give myself a project to do after I get done making a big costume for a convention. So this is a fashion harness that I want to wear that I'm going to make from scratch. And so I went out to Tandy Leather. I purchased some belts and some doodads to make myself a really cool fashion harness. I think a lot of you have seen them on TikTok. A lot of people wear them. I wear them. I just haven't found one that I'm like, ooh, perfect, that I can like hang gold chains off of and like wear with some t-shirts, you know, to give that little nice little edge to my outfits. Because I'm changing my fashion this year and I'm living more into my way I like to look, and that's fine. And this is going to be part of that. So we'll go over more of these things later, but burnishing agent, some conditioner, and more little doodads on. Oh, look at that belt buckle. Isn't that rad? So if you would like to see a vlog or more or less a tutorial on how I'm making this, let me know in the comments below. I probably will do it anyways because I think it's really cool and a lot of people are making these and buying them right now. So I think it's a cool opportunity to use that algorithm to my, you know, to help me out. So we'll see, but I'm excited to make myself a cool fashion harness from that. And for those of you who don't know, they're just like, they come under the boobs, they buckle their belt, and then they also can lower and here and there things. Oh, I just realized I needed to make it lower. Gonna need to buy some more little hooks and doodads, but that's okay. Moving on. The collar. Yeah. Here we go. So before we go any further, I want to show you all what my cat is obsessed with right now. And it's just precious. Look at this. He is obsessed. Now he's getting shy, but he was in front of it batting at the squirrel and the birds. Yeah, don't be embarrassed. He was embarrassed. Aww. Anyways, it's not done completely, but collars are on and the shape is there and it looks great. I am so happy with this. Let me back up the camera a little bit so we can get like the full look. Here we are. Collars are on. That top collar has been just fishy and not cool since I did drape all of the colors myself and use patterns. You know, it's not perfect, but I'm very happy with how it looks and how it's laying. It's really nice. I put them on very unconventional, but you know what? They're there. So here we are. We have the jacket majorly done. So the next steps are basically finishing. So tacking these guys down with them thread tacks. I have to make this look nicer, which I might undo that top stitching and do a little different situation here. I have to start adding the buttons and I will cuff these. And yeah, well, I think that's it. Once I add the buttons and finish the hems, of course, I think the top is done. Huzzah! But of course, I'm very happy with everybody who has followed all of this progress, me and my crazy. I know it's been kind of a while working through some stuff personally, but we're getting there. We're getting it. We're doing it. It's almost midnight on Sunday. I'm really happy I finally got these colors on. They're looking good. Now I'm going to go edit this vlog so I can show you guys. Thank you so much for following me on this process of making Rose from Titanic and just all other things that you follow me on. I really do appreciate it, even with all my crazy hair, greasy mess. I appreciate you following and watching my videos. You guys are awesome. And until next time, bye guys.